Hello everyone, my name is The Fox. This is Assassin's Creed Origins, and it really doesn't play all that well. This is 18 FPS, 1920. That's pretty much max that we're gonna get. Let me go ahead and fire up the benchmark so that we can see what's going on. So very quickly, this is our current minimum, average, max, 1 percentile, and 0.1 percentile. Let's go ahead and activate the Animus. So this is indeed running on the GPD Win 2 itself, and we are running at 40% of native resolution, which is 720p. So 40% is probably somewhere around like 460p or so. Press Y to pass through. I do apologize for the lighting that's going on in here. I'm not in my normal spot. My normal spot is kind of deconstructed at the moment, so I wanted to just get something up as I haven't put up any videos in a long while. Hold right to pull out torch. So now there's a few things here. I've managed to make the internal resolution go way lower, but even when doing so, it doesn't increase our frame rate, which is curious because I am still hitting max GPU frequency, which is 850 megahertz. You can actually see that right there. You can see that we're kind of pegged right there. I am running at 11 watt right now. Well, you can see that we're 10 watt right now. So the CPU doesn't really need much. The CPU could go higher because I do have it set at 11 watt, but we're right now pegged at the GPU frequency not being our bottleneck, but after talking about it on the Discord, it really does seem like memory bandwidth is our killer right now, because I don't get better frame rate even when I lower the resolution. So GPU frequency stays maxed out. There's nothing else to do. It's just that 30 gigabyte transfer rate that is kind of just really killing us here. And you can see we're down to 8 right now. This is unplayable, which is unfortunate too, because this is actually a really good Assassin's Creed. I've owned it for a bit now. I haven't played it. I kind of just like Assassin's Creed games just to kind of like mess around with as almost extended tech demos, but this actually, with the loot and I don't know, just seeing hit points fly up after hitting someone, it kind of feels more gamey to me. So having all of the niceties that Assassin's Creed has with also kind of the gamey game stuff, kind of, I'm actually looking forward to playing it. So I'm actually probably just going to play it on my real desktop. It's unfortunate, though, that it's just not playable on the Win 2 at all. You can see we're down to 8 FPS now. So, you know, at a max of 27, which we were outside just probably like looking down at nothing or up against the wall, you'd have to be really hard-pressed to want to play this on the go. This is like instances where probably in Iris situations where they have either 64 megs or 128 megs of EDRAM, where it would really benefit the GPU to be able to kind of offload and speak to that faster cache than the slow DDR3 that we have right now. Because again, I can lower the internal resolution, but it does nothing for FPS. It makes the game look a lot worse, but I don't get any frame rate benefit out of it. So, all things being equal and still pushing out... my FPS just jumped for a second. And back down again. So yeah, all things being equal, knowing that I hit max GPU frequency regardless of how low I set the internal resolution, and I still get low FPS, there has to be another bottleneck. And if my CPU is at a bottleneck because I'm not reaching peak CPU frequency, RAM is fine, and I'm maxed out on GPU, the only other thing that could possibly be it has got to be the memory throughput. So unfortunately, this is one instance where we're kind of hitting that wall where LPDDR3 is not helping us out at all. Anyway, that's Assassin's Creed Origins. You know, this is just, it's worthwhile to see these types of things because I've been showing a lot of games that run very well, and we're probably, you know, showing this game is brand new, right? It came out in 2017, and you really shouldn't expect a lot of games to run perfectly, even when dropping down internal resolution and stuff. Perhaps if we could find a way to disable shadows, that would increase FPS. But there's we're kind of just meeting too many technical requirements that we're just not able to hit. So apologies for people that were hoping that this game would run well. It doesn't. But it's also kind of reinforcing that, you know, it is a Core M3. It's not going to run 2017 games very well. So do understand that. There are some games that will run well. The ones that are super optimized and do well. I mean, you've seen Doom, which is 2016 title, run very well. But that's few and far between. That's probably an outlier. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching.